Hey, what's going on, my beautiful, healthy people? Elmira here, always helping you become a self-care boss. I am your licensed massage therapist, body worker, spirit worker, healing artist, death doula. What being scammed out of $500 taught me about self-love and self-care? Let's get into it. About a month ago, I was scammed out of $500, and even on that day, I was a little upset at the time, but on that day, I was so appreciative the event happened. Let me tell you how it ran down. It was a Tuesday morning. I get a phone call around 9 a.m. saying that I had won the Publishers Clearinghouse. And I'm like, wow, because mind you, I have been doing money manifestation meditation for about 30 days, and even just about 30 minutes prior to that, I had completed another meditation. So I was like, okay, God, okay, universe, y'all blessing me that quick. Come cha-ching, come with it. I should have known it was a farce. I should have known, but me being in my trusting nature, all of that, I just was like, you know what, this is real. I listened to the guy as he explained to me. He's like, oh, here's your confirmation number for the winnings, and then you have to speak to this other guy. So I ended up speaking to the other guy. He proceeds to, and mind you, people who scam others out of money, who are professional criminals, they know exactly what to say. I would tell you, they are like primo communicators. They know how to pull you in. They know how to woo you. They got the script down pat. Even in the back of my mind, I'm like, this can't be real. Let me tell you what happened next. The second guy tells me, in order to get this earning, and they're explaining to me, oh yeah, the U.S. Marshal's going to come to your house, and they're going to have the cameras, they're going to have this, a lawyer, this, that, da 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 da. So I'm over there thinking, oh yeah, this is genuine. I didn't hit the jackpot. Knowing good well, I ain't even entered no Publishers Clearinghouse. That should have been clue number one, Elmira. You ain't even entered the club. But me, being in my mind of abundance and being in the receiving mode, I was like, this is mine. This is what's due to me. Okay. He proceeds to tell me, in order to claim my winnings, I have to get $500 and put it on this money card. It's some kind of it was a green card. I ended up, mind you, I got dressed. I was like, well, I gotta look cute if I'm gonna be winning the Publishers Clearinghouse. I got dressed. I put on a white dress. I was like, then I went to the bank. I got the $500. I put it on the card. Guy is on the phone with me the entire time saying, tracking my every steps, and that's how they get you. They're like, I couldn't talk to anybody else. It wasn't, and I was in this mode. I won. It's like I got to make this happen. Went to my bank, like I said, transferred the money, put it on the card. And I hesitated. Mind you, you should always trust your intuition. As I was standing there in the Walgreens, I hesitated as I was looking at that card. I said, I don't think this is real. But then I was like, I'm willing to take the risk. And you know me, I'm a risk taker. I've done so many risky things in my life, and it's how I've gotten to this point of healing, of growth in my business, loving myself, all of those things coupled together. So I'm like, yeah, I paused, but then I still put the money on the card, gave the guy the confirmation number. And you know what else? Let me tell you what happened. As I was sitting in my car reading the confirmation number so that they could verify that the $500 was on that little bank card. It's not a Visa card. It's like a MoneyGram something. I don't even know. Y'all will know the name of it. When I first read it off to, this goes to show you there's always clues when things are happening in an RE way and it's not in your favor. I read the number wrong, and then I should have paused. I did pause at that moment too. I should have stopped then and was like, that was a sign. It wasn't the right number, but then I repeated the number and read it correctly. By then they had the money. And at that point, I also started to ask questions. I was like, I think I need to speak to my lawyer. Oh, he's telling me, oh, you don't need to do this. This is legitimate. We're going to send the people to your house. They're on I-65 now. They're en route to your house and da 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 da. And then by this time, I started to get more suspicious. I was like, this ain't real. I eventually made it back home. Mind you, guys still on the phone with me, like, are you home yet? Are you home yet? And I proceed to ask additional questions because I'm like, I knew I got right then. I was like, that money's gone. I knew it was gone. By this time, I was pressuring the guy, and I eventually arrived home. And he's telling me I should have received a certified letter. And that was another clue. I'm like, I ain't get no certified letter notifying me of this winning. So where's my certified letter? So between not getting a certified letter, me asking about the lawyer, the $500 was gone. I was done. I knew my money was gone at that point. I knew it was gone. Eventually, I hung up on them. They called me that afternoon probably about 6 more times, and I think they were just wanting to get more money because they already got the 500. Their scheme is to get even more, thousands of dollars into break into your bank account. I thank God I didn't give my bank information. All they got was the money I put on that card. I called the police. I filed a fraud report. So in the afternoon, on this Tuesday afternoon, Nashville police is standing in my apartment, and I'm sure the neighbors are like, why are they visiting? Who are the police over there? What is going on? But I had to report it. And then I reported the fraud on that particular transfer card. It was already gone. That company never got back with me. Okay, what were the lessons? Because on this channel, we're all about being a self-care boss. I learned valuable lessons. I'm not going to share them all, but I'm going to share some of them with you. The first one is never let anybody knock you off the schedule you have planned for the day, especially somebody who is not in your inner circle, because what I allowed is those gentlemen, by that obtrusive phone call, number one, I didn't know who it was. It wasn't like it was my mama. It wasn't a client. It wasn't my best friend. I allowed them to deter my day. I already had other plans for the day. I was supposed to be working on some projects on my computer, but I ended up going to the bank, get that money, all of that stuff. And this is what happens with self-care. We allow other people to break our schedule, break the schedule we had for ourselves. We may have said, I'm going to take a bath tonight. I'm going to bathe for 30 minutes. And then the boyfriend calls, or whoever says, oh, let's go to dinner. And you need a bath because you had a rough week and you just want to chill and read your book and sit with your candles and essential oils. That's what you need to do. Don't let anybody break you off your schedule. That was the lesson number one. Lesson number two, I had to laugh because I knew they needed the money more than me, and I had it to give. It was a lesson of sometimes people just need what you have, whether it is love, whether it is hugs, whether it is your touch, your books, your grace, your faith. They needed it more than me. And if this situation would have happened to me years ago, I would have been destitute. I would have been crying. I would have been like, oh my gosh, because at the time I was due to pay my rent. And I pretty much gave my rent money away, but it's not like I didn't have other money. I had other funds. Thank God I was blessed to have other funds along with it. What was the other lessons I learned? Another one, I realize I'm not that attached to money because I know it's going to flow in. I know it's going to come to me tenfold, 20-fold. And once I realized I was scammed out of the $500, I said to myself, you know what? I've been doing my money meditations. I'm living abundantly. I'm going to be blessed 20, 30, 100, 500 times over. That little $500, it made me realize how much I'm worth, how much I don't need to hold on to the value of $500, of even $10,000, of $20,000. It's a tool. It's a tool that we can use to get what we need in this life. That's my story. How $500 just taught me how to love myself even more. And I'm telling you, it was a valuable lesson. I've gone on to do great things. It woke me up. It woke me up to some moves I need to make. Have you had a similar situation where it would seem like a thing which was a curse ended up being a blessing? Remember, you can book your healing massage with me at theselfcareboss.com, theselfcareboss.com. I also have a Self-Care Boss transformation program whereby you can learn to unlock the real you. This is how I learned to accept lessons like this, by doing the self-care work. It happened over time, and the same can occur for you. Until next time, make it a relaxing day. Peace.